Well, this is a long video to make, but a fun one, so let's roll it. G'day gamers, and like I said before, this video was a lot of fun to make, and this is footage in the background here of my first real ever commentary. Now, I totally noobed this video. I hadn't worked it out properly, it wasn't loading, it's Halo 4, and basically peeps, just to tell you, I had no game audio basically in the game, or in the recording I could say, or on my microphone, so I couldn't really do a live commentary at all, so I was playing with no sound at all. But it was my first commentary, and it was called What I Think of Valentine's Day, and this is where it started off. I've done 1,000 videos, people. I uploaded 1,000 videos to YouTube, and this is my first ever commentary, and this is where I first started to realise that I have the gift of the gab, and I can talk BS like nobody else really well. Other people can, but it's one of the things I'm very, very good at doing, but I was let down by the technical side, and let's be honest, peeps, you look at all my videos from when I first started with my first one to currently now, it's been a slow process, a slow learning process, but I just love doing YouTube. And so with this video, as you can see, the video is jittery. The connection was always an issue with Halo 4, believe it or not, and that's why I thought it was funny looking back at this commentary, and I'll never take it down. And I was just like, man, I was so bad. The gameplay wasn't the best. The connection was pretty crap. My video quality wasn't good at all. And oh, look, all these videos I talk about, people, I'm going to link them in the description. Trust me. Now, this will be a long video. I'm sorry about that. But it is, you know, in my view, for me to even keep on doing what I'm doing for 1,000 videos, come on, man. Like, you know, this is an old noob talking here. I personally think that's a bit of an achievement. And some of you are going to say, well, why? But you haven't, you got 1,000 videos, but you've never really hit the big time. Well, I beat my personal goal. I only wanted 250 subscribers. I've got 361, and I still do to this day bring out what is my channel's main aim was to bring the weird and wonderful world of online gaming onto YouTube. Now, it's changed a bit here and there, people, but what can I say, you know? And it's been a journey with me, you know. But this is my other commentary I did. Still not the best quality, but this is when I believe one of my first best, and probably still to this day, one of my best commentaries ever, and it was Gears of War 3, and it was, as you can see, man, Ybots likes the ladies, and this is my favourite character in Gears of War, Bernie, and this is one of my best videos and commentaries when I first started, my best gameplay. Now, Gears of War 3 and Gears is my favourite, you know, franchise, and it's what got me into doing YouTube, and I'm not going to lie, peeps, it was hard, man, because I was crap at this game. This is the first time I really got competitive or whatever in online gaming. And the Gears community is very unforgiving, as you'll notice. But this was me doing a commentary and talking to my friends, and I did it in one take. So I recorded the footage, got up there, did the commentary in one take, because it was so easy to talk about the characters and why I use female characters in the third-person games compared to, you know, men, as one would say. It's one of my best commentaries. Like I said, I'll link it in the description down below. It's one of my first commentaries and videos that got well and truly over 20 views. Now, I still have the idea here and there, people, that if I get over 20 views on a video, that's good in my books. You know, don't aim too high, you'll never be disappointed. But in the years of doing 1,000 videos or doing the YouTube thing, I've shared a lot of my personal life. I've shared, you know, my problems with, I can say, alcohol, even up to this recent date, and the friends I've made and the friends I've lost because of my alcohol, drinking every now and then, and my overzealous, you know, attitude and getting aggro. I've shared a lot with it on YouTube, and I don't have any regrets about that. I talked about my tattoos, and coming up is probably one of the hardest videos I've had to do on YouTube. By the way, this is one of the funnest videos. You know, okay, it's one of my favourite maps, by the way. I've forgotten the name of it, but it was awesome. And I do like Gears of War 3. I tried to find a game to do special on this, Gears of War 3 and the Xbox One, but nah, it's just not clicking. It's not. Everyone's playing Gears of War UE or Gears 3. But Gears of War 3 is probably the funnest moment and the best moment in my view of gaming, because this when the 360 was really dominating, and this game was, you know, the die-hard fans were playing. The connection was, even this day, was pretty good. But this is my hardest commentary I've ever done. It always brings me back to tears showing this video again. But this is when I made this. I had this video footage recorded for the Xbox One, and it was basically Ghosts. Now, I never really played Call of Duty Ghosts. I never really got into it. It sort of kicked off my COD addiction. It was really Black Ops 2 that was that, but this was a hard video to make because I made this about pretty much 15 hours after my father was passed away. So I made this video, I got a really good response for it, but I thought, well, you know, this is what YouTube's about. Why not get on there and tell your subscribers where you're going to disappear for a little while. And I will not lie, man, this video, I uploaded it, I got a lot of warm response, a lot of lovely messages from all the good little gaming community I met here and there, and having a small channel gives you that ability and that person, you know, that personal touch. And at this time and era, and particularly this time, it was great. It was really good. You guys, I mean, guys, was, you know, people have been following me, and gamers, I should say, not guys, who've been following me from the very beginning. It really helped. I don't think you think it wouldn't have helped, but it did. It did. It made Ybots cope a hell of a lot better than he would have normally. And the response, my channel just seemed to grow from there ever since, and it just got better, and people could see that I was more of a human and getting along with it. So you didn't see too much ghost footage. I think I did one other video. I might link that in the description. But then, probably one of the funnest videos I've made, and the most, you know, I could say sweatiest and nervous video I've made, was my first ever 1v1 against probably, to this date, the best skilled player of Gears of War in Australia and New Zealand, and that is New Zealand Killer Beast. Now, he egged me on to do it, playing on the Mercy Monday, you know, connection, and I finally did it. We had a warm-up match, and then we played. Now, you'll see me make a couple of newbies mistakes here. That's because when I was just getting used to a scuff controller. First time I bought a scuff controller. It was probably the most funnest video, and it gave me so much. It gave me a burst of life. It really did. In this video, it's hard to explain, guys. Like, I've had challenges. I've played against the best hockey players in the world, yada yada, all that kind of stuff. But when you play against somebody like this who's so humble and so good at what he does, and I learned a lot from playing against this guy. This is why I tell people, play against the best, because you'll end up doing better. Play outnumbered. You'll learn how to cope, and you'll end up being a better gamer. And that's with all games, multiplayer and competitive. And, you know, I aimed to get 3 kills on him, and I think I did. I've never won a 1v1, people. I've never won one. I've lost them. I've lost every one of them, but I still posted up because, you know why? I'm not an ego person. I'm not a wanker. I'm a guy who makes mistakes, and I have no problem with putting that up on YouTube so people can go back and say, this Ybots guy is crap. The only game which I can confidently say that I'm good with on a regular basis is King of the Hill on Gears of War 4 and Call of Duty. And that's because, in my view, Call of Duty, well, particularly Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, it's pay to win. It really effing is. That's why I like it so much. They're giving you money. So look at that mistake. They're giving you money, people, to play that game constantly, so you can get these, you know, pay to win guns, these, you know, different variants which make old noobs like me do very well against young sweats. So you can see he's 2 up there, but this was so much fun to make. It was the first video where I really pushed myself to editing. I still made a mistake, I'll link it in the description, where I put music to it, and I thought the music was really good. With all my 1v1s, I did put music to it as well, and, you know, this was great. It just set the scene as K1SW, or K1, I forget his name, KRS1, and it was a great little track for it, but I got totally owned. But Gears of War 3 was great, and Beast, you know, Perfectly, mate, we haven't spoken much, but I'll never forget this, mate, never. Thank you so much. And of course, it led to other guys like, you know, El Succubus, Side Duck, Joey, all these guys. This is probably, and I'll link this one in the description because it was a bit for a laugh. This is a 2v2 on Mercy Monday settings, and Side Duck is a mega sponge, and it was called the Valentine's Day Sponge. And this is the video where the quality is getting better with the webcam, as you can see, and I started putting and adding decent thumbnails to my videos. And, you know, this was a lot of fun. As you can see, it's a bit brighter, it's not as blurry, it's a new Elgato I think I've got. I've had more confidence, I had a better laptop at the time, way more confident, more experience with doing videos. So, to me, this was a lot of fun. It was hilarious, and if you link in the description, just watch the first 2 minutes, because Joey's comment after, you know, because I got no points in this game, you'll crack up what he had to say. And this is what I love about the Gears community. It really showed in this video how unique and weird the Gears community is. It really is. It's one of my favourite communities. The harshest, but one of my favourites. It really is, people. Get on Gears of War. If you're not on it, get on it. I'm just saying. And then I have to say, this is my first video playing competitive on Cyber Gaming, I think it was, or CBQ, whatever, with the Filthies. I owe a lot to these guys. These guys, Fingers, Cells, Life Taker, particularly Fingers and Cells, the 2 brothers from Queensland, the way they spoke and taught me how to play games competitively, how to push people, how not to push, to be aware and not to be aware, was amazing. Now, you're not going to see anything great footage in here. I will link it in my description. I've got the whole series. And look, I even got one video where I die from a bot in the game. But I will not deny that the Filthies made me, and besides perfect in the Gears community, but when it came to first-person shooters, it was the Filthies that made me into the game where I am today in a lot of ways. Oh, lots of the Filthy clan. I'm still great friends with them here and there. You know, on Facebook, Cells is playing more on PC. Fingers is playing more of, you know, Modern Warfare 2 and Halo. And yeah, it's just unbelievable, the people I met for them, but also the little tactics and tricks they taught me when it came to first-person shooters, particularly like Halo and stuff like that. And I put this video up because I lost sleep on some of these games, and I don't think the Filthies realised that, because I knew I was the worst out of all of them. But they still accepted me in there. They still talked me through. They never kicked me off. They removed me from one game, which became second best in Australia. That's because they knew I was tired. They knew I was tired, and they were going to lose that game. And that's when it made me realise, you know, gaming and competitive gaming can be a lot of fun, but you have to make hard decisions. But the Filthies were great. And here's a game of Destiny with me, Fingers, and another mate of his, Kieran. I've got his actual real gamer tag here. But this video was a lot of fun, and that's why I put it up with thumbnails, great quality. See, the webcam's not the best, but still to this day, a very fun video. And I can't thank the Filthies enough for helping me a lot with this whole gaming and YouTube scenario. So people, as you see this gameplay going out here, and I'll edit, go to another little short clip, and this is a long video. I have enjoyed doing YouTube. I've been very fortunate to show you from the beginning to where you've seen the most recent, where I'm making thumbnails a lot better than what they used to be, and I'm having the confidence to apply for teams or channels with much bigger subscriber base, and not worried about being laughed at by people that don't know me. I'm on Twitter. I need to work on Twitter a bit more, and I'm a slow learner. Am I going to ever give up YouTube? No, never. Am I going to be a sellout? No. I'm not going to do drama or clickbait and gaming news. So many other people do that. I'm still going to do video vlogs, car vlogs, all kind of things like that. Am I going to get the next COD? I don't know. Xbox One X, not going to get it straight off the back, because I have to buy a new TV for it. And let's face it, if I'm going to spend that much on a console and a TV, I might as well go to a computer. That's the honest truth, peeps. I still to this day think the best console ever on the planet Earth was the Xbox 360. The games, the times, the eras. It was just unreal. These recent consoles, they're just not cutting it, gamers. They're just not cutting it. But Ybot here will continue to do another 1,000 YouTube videos. Yeah, long video, but a fun one. But the people I have to thank straight off the bat are heavily involved with the Gears community, and don't have to be straight off the bat, would have to be Chief. Thank you so much, brother, for all your advice early on in the days. Perfity, I know we're not on talking terms at the moment, but hopefully one day we'll get back to be friends. But mate, you have pushed me to my best, and I owe you a hell of a lot. I truly, truly do. Old mate Badger, for your wisdom. Yeah, that's right. Elder Succubus, before your tips and tricks, particularly when it comes to YouTube. Lords, because you've just been Lords, because you're Dorito Lords. Josh, who exactly? Freestyle Ryan, for all those times we had a go at each other, and we still are. Oh man, there's so many people with like Aussie Gamer, Luke Top Secret, Josh, who exactly? Bear Kills, mate, those YouTubers and those people who helped me, and of course the lovely Bella Rise, who has helped me from the get-go, who has been supportive of the channel, made me an admin on the Timefall page, Unknown Soldier. Oh my gosh, there's so many people to go through, so many people friends I've made and friends I've lost on the way because of conflicting attitudes and my stupidity. But look, if I missed you out there, I'm really, really sorry. Steve, that's another one I've got to thank. Steve, mate, every now and then you've helped me out there. But look, to all the people that have supported me all the way, thank you so much. To my 361 subscribers, it means a hell of a lot that you watch my videos, like them. And more importantly, to the person that leaves a dislike on the last of my last few videos here and there, get used to it, buddy, because the Ybot's got more videos to come. I'm not quitting. I love doing YouTube. I really do. I love doing it. And look, the person I have to thank the most is my family, but of course, my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend for letting me continue to do YouTube and putting up with it, because she's essentially dating a gamer nerd and she's proud of it. And so I'm going to end the video with probably one of my most popular and funniest and best clips overcaught on Gears of War 3. You'll understand when you watch it. And Chi, I'm sorry I did this to you, mate, but frag and tab, good days on you, and 1,000 more videos to come. Oh yeah!
Up a golden hunter fat ass in my face. Okay, never mind.
Tag of my mom!
What happens when you do that? Like?
It was so bad. I went, oh, he's gonna rage if it's him.
Cole or you? Like, if you two like right in my side, then I got one of you like at point blank range.